Imagine writing one of the most famous poems in English literature and never seeing it published in your lifetime. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, that's exactly what happened to John Donne. Hello everyone, welcome back to Lit Lounge by Regna. Today, I want to share a fascinating story behind one of John Donne's most famous poems, Batter My Heart, 3% God. Today, the poem is studied in classrooms, discussed by scholars, and admired by literature lovers around the world. But when Donne wrote it, things were very different. Most scholars believe that Donne composed the poem sometime between 1609 and 1611. Yet, it was never published while he was alive. Instead, the poem circulated privately through handwritten copies. In those days, it was common for writers to share their works among friends, patrons, and members of elite literary circles rather than sending them directly to a printer. One important manuscript containing the poem is known as the Westmoreland manuscript. Because these poems survived in different collections, they became known by different names, including Holy Sonnets, Divine Meditations, and Divine Sonnets. But the story gets even more interesting. John Donne died in 1631, and only after his death did the poem finally appear in print. It was published in 1633 in a collection called Poems by J.D., printed by John Marriott. And here's a detail that surprises many readers. When the poem first appeared in print, it wasn't called Sonnet 14 at all. It was actually numbered as Sonnet 10. The numbering most of us use today came much later. In 1912, literary scholar Herbert Grierson published a new edition called The Poems of John Donne. He reorganized the sequence into 19 holy sonnets, and that's how the poem came to be known as Holy Sonnet 14. So, the title and numbering that seem so familiar today are actually the result of editorial decisions made more than 300 years after the poem was written. Thank you.